Hey, John.
Hey there, John. Wow. That's funny.
Appreciate you taking the time joining us today. And for those of you who are joining in, thanks for taking the time to listen to Talking Tech with TruPoint. Today's guest is John Gonzales from Wireless Watchdogs. Appreciate you taking the time this morning. Uh, John, tell me, obviously Wireless Watchdogs. Give me a 2-minute high level on who you guys are as a company.
Yeah. So we sell watches for dogs. You got to buy four at a time. No, I'm just kidding. Wireless watchdogs, for the last 24-ish years, one of the pioneers in managing mobile devices, right? So we'll consider us an MSP for mobility. So we're here to manage mobile devices, cradle to the grave, soup to nuts, right? Everything from ordering, provisioning, from the onboarding side of things to the offboarding of devices, while saving them all time and money.
When you say mobile devices, you're talking about cell phones, or are you guys talking about IoT devices, iPads, the entire gamut?
No, great question. So it's anything, any device that shows up on the cell phone carrier bill, like Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, in Canada, the Canadian carriers as well. So smartphones, tablets, machine to machine, IoT. So anything that's showing up on that carrier cell phone bill.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you've been at Wireless Watchdogs for quite a while. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, sure. So I actually started in the entertainment industry. Wireless Watchdogs, we used to rent cell phones and walkie-talkies to the studios.
Okay.
And it was a niche business because most studios and production companies, they only need the devices maybe 2 weeks for a pilot, maybe 2 to 3 months for a feature film. So that's how Wireless Watchdog started. Our job was to sign the agreements with the carriers, and our job was to buy airtime at the absolute lowest cost. That way we can rent the devices out for a profit. Okay. So every single month, those devices, that bill came to us. We had to make sure that we were optimizing the accounts, right? Making sure that we're making a little bit of profit there. Hence, how Wireless Watchdog started. The owner said, imagine how many companies out there are just getting the bill, as long as it's 10 grand, it was like 10 grand last month, let's just pay it. The only time they took a look at it, if it jumped to 11,000, maybe 15,000, then they're
Sure.
scratching their head trying to figure out what happened, not knowing the whole time if it was optimized correctly. That 10,000 maybe should have been 5,000 or 6,000 a month. So hence that's how Wireless Watchdog started and really showing companies how to cut cost or create a revenue stream out of a current expense without switching their carrier, without disrupting their service, without spending any additional money. So that's kind of how we got to going. And then in 2008, what we were able to do is we started going corporate, right? We started going and reaching out to all the enterprises out there. Anybody that had over 100 mobile devices, we were giving them a complimentary analysis to show them the facts. Because everybody was looking for ways to cut cost.
Sure.
We can do it by their next billing cycle without displacing anything. So it was found money.
Um, so we work with other telecom expense management providers, right? I know you guys are very specific to the wireless space. What are four key differentiators for you versus the competitors that you have in the market?
Well, there's no need to switch your cell phone carrier, right? We're not waiting for contracts to expire. We are not aggregators to where you have to swap out equipment and SIM cards in order to jump over and use that system. Very clean. All we're doing is becoming an extension of IT, kind of like they hired us to work for ABC Company. We're setting up a hypothetical desk next to them, and everything related to mobility they don't want to deal with comes to us, right? That is one. Complimentary assessment. Anything over 100 devices, we're going to do a complimentary assessment, provide you exactly how much money's on the table, where the money's coming from, all these reports and actionable analytics on steroids to show you really what's going on with these devices from a productivity standpoint. We're not here to tell you guys how to use your devices. We're just here to give those high-level analytics because these are business tools. So we're there to provide that. And then we actually also offer a savings guarantee. So once we get the analysis going, which takes, again, a couple minutes to get us the bills, it's 3 months of bills and a device report. It'll take us about 5 to 7 business days to turn that around. And when we turn that around, we're going to show the client exactly how much money's on the table, where all the money's coming from. Again, all the efficiencies, the labor offset, the portal with their data. And at the very end of that, right, when we present and they decide to move forward, we use that analysis as a baseline. At the end of 12 months, we run another analysis. And for any reason, if we've charged them more than what we've saved them, forget about all the efficiency, the control, accountability. If we charge them more than what we've saved them, we take out our checkbook and we cut them back the difference. Now, we've never had to do that in the 24 years we've been doing it. And you would think at the end of 12 months, clients would say, hey, I want to see. I want to see if you've saved me more than what you've charged me. We don't get those calls, right? They see it immediately, right? If we suck, why would you want to stay with us? The short
Yeah,
agreement, you know what I mean? You got 60 days to get out of it before it auto renews. But guess what? It's one of those things that nobody wants this back on their plate. It's getting more smarter, right? It's getting more scarier with all the cybersecurity. You need experts to manage this. Because if you're going to give it to Betty in accounting, she does a great job, the best that she can do, but doesn't have the tools to get it done. And guess what? That bill comes out every 30 days. There's new devices, new features, new discounts. Who's telling you that? Not the rep, right?
right.
Sometimes it's like asking a fox to watch a hen house. And then the other differentiator is we truly build, manage, streamline MDM environments. So if they already have MDM, going back to your point, if they already have MDM, a lot of times it's not streamlined, right? So
Right.
we get in there, we learn their business, we streamline. If they don't have an MDM, the first question we're going to ask is, are you a Microsoft shop? Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
we are. Okay. Do you guys have the Business Premier, the E3 or E5 licensing? Oh, we have E3. Oh, well, no need to look further because you already have Intune, which is MDM, right? So that's the kind of education, inside baseball knowledge that we come. Now, if they're not in a Microsoft shop and they're looking for, whether it's Moss 360, I'm just throwing out names. These are MDM providers, mobile device management software.
Sure.
We will help them, structure, build policy, and then say, okay, based on your business needs, here are the MDMs that would fit you. And then from there, right, help, uh, you know, negotiate with the MDM providers if we need to do that. But we're not selling licenses or anything like that. We're just managing, streamlining and keep them in compliance on an ongoing basis.
All right. Well, for those of you who are tuning in, thank you for watching TruPoint's Talking Tech with Wireless Watchdogs. Again, if you enjoyed what you saw today, please tune in once a month. We do a different provider spotlight, and always like and share on our page here. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.